This is a comedy podcast and should not be used as a primary source of information. We apologize in advance for offending any tiny persons, the undead, the country of France, and all other minority groups. Information provided should not be considered extensive research. Use as directed. This podcast can burn eyes. Follow application directions exactly. Do not use while sleeping. Safety goggles recommended. Do not eat this podcast. Keep out of reach of children. Never use a lit match or open flame near this podcast. May cause drowsiness. Use care when operating heavy machinery. Avoid placing this podcast near crotch. Can cause urine to turn black. Once used rectally, this podcast should not be used orally. Loss of the ability to perform or enjoy sex and or painful erections that last for more than 4 hours are common while listening to this podcast. Other side effects include uncontrollable laughter, choking, fits of hysteria, diarrhea, anal hemorrhaging, constipation, bloating, sleepwalking, hallucinations, frequent alien abduction, excessive gambling, spontaneous combustion, blind spots, distorted vision, halos around lights, hair loss, unwanted hair growth, aggression, antisocial behavior, impulsivity, irritability, anger, anxiety, screaming, or self-harm.
But seriously, this show is not for anyone who is easily offended by strong language or graphic content. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. About now.
Excellent.
Okay, we are really tiny. Tiny little.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. One day we'll figure it out.
I think it's better to be
tiny.
No, big.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the size that matters, right?
I don't know about that.
I think there's a lot that factors into it.
There is a lot of factors. There are a lot of factors. Very much so.
Yeah. Podcat. What you doing?
Buddy, 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 buddy.
Buddy.
Yep.
Man, we're
so jazzed.
So jazzed.
Jazzing it up in Jazzy Town. Yeah, well, it's another after school marathon, after school special, after work special.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it's episode 19.
That it is.
We're almost to 20 episodes. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I mean, it really is.
It's pretty awesome.
I honestly wasn't sure we'd make it this far.
Really?
I mean, I didn't imagine what 20 episodes in would look like.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like how I would say it. Like, I never imagined myself graduating high school. You know, I didn't think my life would extend that far.
Mm-hmm.
And then it happened and I was like, now what? So now I'm like, we're almost to 20 episodes. Now what? No, I'm just kidding. I feel like we should have some goals though. Like at episode 50, we should do something, I don't know, like maybe a live show. Would anybody be interested in getting together and like doing this in person?
Oh my God, that's terrifying.
How is it terrifying? We're just going to tell each other
can't
stories
edit
like we
anything.
do.
So if
No.
I say something super stupid
I
or not
mean,
PC.
Are you serious? Like we've already done all that. We have already covered all that ground. I have said stupid things. I have mispronounced things. I have given inaccurate information. We've probably said some pretty non-PC things. I'm sure we've offended somebody. We definitely offended that.
Yeah, of course.
FLA guy, FLA boy or whatever, fanboy.
The
whatever his name was.
Crap.
Sorry. Thanks for listening. So we've definitely offended a few people. Why not in person? No, I'm just kidding.
Sure.
I mean, I think it'd be fun to just like everybody who enjoys listening to weird stuff and drinking at the same time meet up somewhere, maybe Chizuko or...
No, I do think that'd be fun. Especially,
the trail,
I think
back porch.
Chizuko would be cool. Or back porch for sure.
Right?
And it would be mostly people we know too, so that would make it a little bit better.
I mean, I hope people we don't know show up. I want to know these people that I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. In a non-creepy way. Hey, don't approach me all creepy like, because then there's going to be a situation. Just a nice hello. My name is What's and
What's what?
and I enjoy your podcast. Thank you for doing what you do. Can I buy a drink? I'll be like, yes, absolutely. No roofie. Just kidding.
Just kidding. I want the roofie.
Hold the roofie. No, I mean, okay, so that's episode 50. We got 30 episodes to think about it. 31 episodes to think about it. Yes, my computer just did a weird word.
Maybe we'll be at a point before 50 where that'll be ideal.
Okay.
Because 50, how far away is that?
I think I calculated we would be at like 30 something episodes, but my computer's whirring. Sorry. I think we were going to be at like 30 in the mid 30s when we decide to go on summer break.
Okay.
Summertime. I can't wait. I love doing the podcast, but I can't wait for summertime because I will not have school. We'll not be doing daily or weekly recordings. We'll probably still be doing not a lot, but some preparations for the next season, I guess we're calling it.
Yeah. And ideally still like bonus Patreon stuff.
Yeah, ideally.
Yes.
Here I am ready to wrap this thing for the
for
the season. And we actually still have so much going on. Like when looking at our calendar, like we have a thing a month until we go on break. So there's a special event or whatever going on each month. You're giving me that like, oh shit, what's next?
No, I'm just so tired, dude. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. We'll entertain each other.
Yes.
But yeah, so we have definitely some stuff coming up. What is the next one? I am also trying to think of what March holds.
We'll figure it out.
It's on the calendar. I just can't remember and I can't pull it up right now. Anyway, yes.
Yes.
We'll probably announce that. It is March. We need
next. We'll announce it. We'll announce it this week, like when this episode drops.
Okay. Via the social medias.
All the socials.
Sounds good. Okay. We'll figure out what the hell we're doing, and then tell y'all. Are you all right? You look like you were about to vomit. That's why I was like, are you okay?
Did I tell you Jafar, has been vomiting because he's stressed out from the move? That's one of our podcats, in case you guys didn't know. But he, last night, was it last night? It doesn't matter. Anyways.
A night.
Justin's girlfriend's dog ran in and scared him.
Oh.
And so he climbed up on the cat tree, instantly started vomiting. So I had to cup my hands.
Oh my God.
So that he would vomit into them and not all over the floor and the wall and stuff. I was like, oh no.
I showed you the buddy throw up where he was on the counter and just decided to throw up over it like a waterfall.
Oh yeah, that was rough. That was really bad.
2 days in a row. 2 days in a row. It was great. So now he's no longer allowed to be in the bathroom when I shower.
That's probably a good call.
At least after he eats, directly after he eats, because maybe the steam was messing with him. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I'm not a cat architect. I know how you love that saying. I have 0 announcements. I think we covered everything in the last episode.
Yeah, I think we did as well.
Hey, welcome back, Goners. We get to use that to It's All Gone Terribly Wrong, a podcast of absurdities, oddities, and obscenities.
Yeah.
Episode
we totally
19.
didn't even say that in the last episode, I don't think.
No. I think I did somewhere towards the middle. I don't know.
I mean, shit, if you're listening, you know what you're listening to.
Not a surprise.
Yeah.
It's not a surprise. It's Martha Stewart.
Snoop Dogg.
And Snoop Dogg. Martha Stewart. I mean, God bless her. I love her. She's come a long way. Mm-hmm. I guess.
I'd hang out with her.
I would totally hang out with her. She could yell at me all she wants. I don't care.
I feel like she'd be a good life coach.
I think so. So yeah, I had 0 announcements. What do you have? Do you have anything?
No.
Okay.
Do you want to do
a
Gross America?
Yes.
Okay. I was thinking, I know you followed up on one the other day, but then I don't know. I kind of really want to do one.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to talk about diseases right now. Everybody's sick and
yes. God damn it. Sorry.
There's diseases everywhere.
Coming straight out of my mouth right now. Do you want to pick a state?
Ohio.
All right. Ohio.
Ohio has nothing because it's not a state. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, okay, dude. being from Delaware, I can't tell you how many times like I tell people that's where I'm from, and they're like, "Where's that? What state is that in?" It's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Shut up. What's Delaware?
The first state. Yeah.
What is Delaware? I'm sorry.
Delaware?
Am I Delaware of what? That was so lame.
All right. So Ohio. The Doughboy prophylactic disposable urethral irrigators.
Gross. That sounds so okay. There's so much going on there.
So it is
a condom that glows in the dark. No, wait, you didn't say glow in the dark.
Doughboy.
What is Doughboy?
We're getting there.
Sorry, go ahead. I know.
It says it's at the Dietrich Museum and Case Western Reserve University in Cleveland.
Okay.
I guess now, they have it on display at the museum.
Probably.
It's so weird. I don't even know what it is completely. In the waning days of the 19th century, the Cleveland Medical Library Association had foresight to recognize they were living through a sea of change in their profession. Breakthroughs in disease theory, molecular biology, and antiseptics were revolutionizing. In 1998, to document the revolutionizing, they created a museum to preserve that history.
Okay.
So, anyways.
History of what? What is it?
I guess this is the preface. So, the reason why this thing is in the museum is because these people wanted to document all the
disease history?
Not
breakthroughs in disease history?
Breakthroughs in medical technology.
Gotcha.
Yeah?
Who would want to save that? Gross. Nasty. Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. I feel like maybe we should
probably pre-read these.
Yeah, from now on.
All right. So nothing illustrates the museum's purpose better than its latest acquisition, the Percy Scoy collection on the history of contraception. Mr. Scoy, one-time president of Canadian contraceptive maker,
wow,
assembled a private collection, more than 650 historical contraceptive devices.
That's crazy.
And now it is under the care of the Dietrich Museum. The collection has doubled, making it the world's largest and most comprehensive exhibit on birth control.
Noise.
I don't know why it said that.
In Ohio, the most boring place in the United States. Yeah. Just kidding. If you're from Ohio, I'm just kidding.
Well,
I have no idea about your state.
Made it a lot more exciting with this super baller museum.
You take your contraceptives seriously, and that's what I appreciates about you. You should have followed up with, "Is that what you appreciates about me?" Man, you missed so many opportunities.
I know. All right, so the museum has all that. I'm still trying to get to the...
Oh, yeah, there was a specific one, right, that's highlighted.
Okay, here we go. One of the most disturbing items on the shelves is was a standard issue, thank God it's not anymore, for every American soldier in the early 20th century. It's a small white and orange cardboard packet with black block lettering that reads Doughboy prophylactic.
Doughboy, that's killing me.
Yeah. The contents are 5 small rubber tubes.
What?
Rifle shaped with a thick rectangular base and a long skinny barrel, each loaded with a 1.5 ounce dose of calomel ointment, a small cotton sack, and a sheet of highly euphemistic directions.
I don't understand.
It elaborates.
I'm going to look this up. I have to take a look at what this looks like. What is it called again?
The Doughboy prophylactic. The directions...
Getting it on is the article.
Say the soldier is to take one of the tubes or urethral syringes.
Disgusting.
And insert the tip fully into the canal, squeezing gently while withdrawing.
I'm not sure. It only shows the packaging. There's no images of what it actually...
Well, we gotta go to the museum. He should then coat his viral part with the remainder of the ointment, sheath the old fellow in the stain-resistant cotton sack, and allow it to rest for 12 hours.
I'm not sure. What did they insert and where and why? Is this to prevent pregnancy or is it to treat venereal disease?
I'm not really sure anymore.
Sexually transmitted infections. All it shows, all I can find is the packaging, which doesn't show anything.
It's okay.
Except for a soldier standing there.
It's a treatment for syphilis.
Oh, I knew it. I was gonna say. Too bad it didn't work because they still brought syphilis over, and now it's running rampant in Pensacola. If you didn't know,
I know, that's so gross.
It's 100% rampant in Pensacola.
It
says I found a prophylactic toothbrush. I'm not sure how you make a prophylactic toothbrush.
Are we using this word wrong?
Right? Right? I thought that was.
I guess it's
condom. Let's look that up.
Apparently not.
We're gonna go on a journey here. It's all right. We're only on 17 minutes of banter. That's doing pretty good for us. Well, there was a bunch of pauses, so
yeah. Okay. So
go ahead.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Go ahead while I'm looking
this
it up.
treatment. So after they squeeze it up there, they put the stain-resistant cotton sack on. I don't know why it has to be stain-resistant, and allow it to rest for 12 hours. The painful stinging is a sign the treatment is working.
Ugh.
So is intensive perspiration.
What? No, I think that's just your body rejecting whatever's happening.
Right. So it says calomel, not calomel.
Not
calomel.
Calamine? Not calamine?
It's Calomel.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
It's another name for mercury chloride. Yeah.
Guys.
So that's what they were putting.
It's a freaking miracle we have a baby booming generation.
I know, right?
When was this again? I just assume World War I.
I think it's
by the packaging I found.
Where'd it go?
Also, we have been using prophylactic wrong. It's actually intended to prevent disease, not pregnancy. I thought for sure it was pregnancy, but whatever. So it's any method to prevent disease or course of action used to prevent.
Okay.
So yeah, I was using it wrong.
Oh well, now we know. The more you know. Yeah, it just says early 20th century.
Okay, so that could have been World War I, World War II.
Yeah.
The Great War. That's terrible. That's awful. Like our grandfathers were given this.
Yep. It makes your hair and your teeth.
Oh wait, great grandfathers.
Hair and teeth fall out. You can get numbness, impaired vision, slurred speech, hallucinations.
We got it already.
Yeah. Mood disorders, tremors, paralysis. But yeah, that's what was curing their syphilis.
God help
Good old doughboy prophylactic.
Now I know why it got over here, because I wouldn't do that either, guys. I would not do that either. I would be like, I'll just take it with me. I'll just suffer until I can get back home and, I don't know, die of syphilis. Go crazy.
Well, it's kind of a gamble because you might go crazy from the mercury poisoning.
Oh, you're right. True. Either way, you're a goner. You're nuts.
You're a goner.
Oh, good job.
Okay. Well, moving forward.
Cool. We learned already.
Yeah, man.
20 minutes into the episode. This is a bonus material. You should be paying for this. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. All right, well, I guess I will go first since you went first last time.
Yeah, dude. So, Rebecca, tell me a story.
Okay. Sure, I'll do it.
Thank you. Forever grateful.
I'm forever your girl, is what I thought you were going to say.
Got to.
Okay. I'm going to set the stage a little bit. On April 6th of 1862, Confederate General Albert Sidney Johnston and his troops launched a surprise attack on Union forces led by General Ulysses S. Grant in Confederate territory along the Tennessee River. This is known as the Battle of Shiloh. So you're like, what? This sounds boring. I I don't know about this.
I said no
Boring.
such thing.
It's boring. Just kidding. Okay, so although Union troops were backed up to the river and unable to cross, Grant's forces were able to hold their ground until reinforcements arrived, which were led by Major General Don Carlos Buell. They fought all day and night and into the next day. By the time the fighting ended on the evening of April 7th, more than 16,000 soldiers were wounded and more than 3,000 were dead from both sides. So that's like 20,000, almost 20,000 soldiers, which is oddly the exact amount or a rough estimate of how many reinforcements were brought in by Major General Don Carlos Buell. So I think he nailed it on however many troops he brought. So neither Union or Confederate medics were prepared for the carnage. The Battle of Shiloh is known as one of the bloodiest engagements in the Civil War. So many soldiers were wounded that... Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. I read my notes wrong. Imagine that. So many soldiers were wounded that field medics had trouble getting to all the men in a timely manner. So many of them were stuck on the muddy field for 2 rainy days and nights, waiting to be rescued.
Or just dying.
Oh, yeah, definitely doing that.
Sorry, adjusting.
You're fine. Even back then, medical professionals knew that when a bullet or bayonet passes through a soldier's clothing, it carries with it particles of cloth, dirt, and other debris, which increases the likelihood of infection. Yeah. So that's what does it. It's like, you don't think about like, so it's not really the wound. Well, the wound is a major factor,
obviously, but there's stuff,
but the crap that gets shoved inside of you while you're being impaled or whatever, pierced is the worry. So during the night, soldiers and medics noticed that some of the wounds would glow in the dark, a blue greenish color. Do you know about this?
No, but I love stuff that glows in the dark.
Right. So their wounds were glowing in the dark, and it literally looked like what you imagine glow in the dark now to look.
I want my wounds to glow in the dark.
Right? So no one could explain this phenomenon, but doctors realized that soldiers whose wounds glowed had a higher survival rate and a lower rate of infection. The wounds also healed a lot faster than those that were not glow in the dark.
What?
Yeah, so the ones that glowed in the dark did better. Those folks survived, no infection, and they healed faster. No one could explain what was happening, so they named it Angel's Glow. So, yeah, it's God's work. God chose these soldiers over the other ones.
It's not like science or anything.
Right. Well, there you go. So if you toured Battle of Shiloh grounds and memorial before 2001, docents or whatever they're called would tell you all about this miraculous event and leave you wondering if angels really existed and intervened in such a horrific battle. But 139 years later, after the Battle of Shiloh, a 17-year-old high schooler named Bill Martin took the tour with his family, and he had some questions. So lucky for Bill, his mother Phyllis was a microbiologist at the USDA Agricultural Research Service.
Damn, that worked out well.
And she was studying luminescent bacteria living in soil at that time. So having grown up hearing about his mother's research and work, he asked her if bacteria could have been what caused the phenomenon. So Phyllis, being a mother and a scientist, this is a quote from Science Netlinks, which is an online student resource site. It's a quote that she gave them. So being a scientist, of course, I said, well, you can do an experiment to find out, which is also a very mom thing to say. Okay, so with her help, Bill and his friend Jonathan Curtis, which is his last name, decided to research this event as a school science project. They started by identifying what types of bacteria could glow in the dark. Then they looked at the historical records from around the time of the battle to see what the soil and weather conditions were like. at the time to determine if any of these bacteria could have been present in 1862. Mm-hmm. So what they found was that a bioluminescent... Oh my God.
Blop.
Great brew...
Oh man, this is so good. This is so good.
I'm having a stroke.
Great bloop bloop. Becca almost
choked to death.
As long as you make that noise while you're doing it.
That one?
No, the great bloop bloop.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay. So what they found was that a bioluminescent bacterium called photohabdus, whatever, luminescence or P luminescence.
P like urine?
Yeah, that's what they're abbreviating because I don't want to say the photohabdus.
Oh, I see.
Photorhabdus luminescence, and apparently everyone else doesn't either. So it's simply known as P period luminescence because like nobody wants to say the rest of that shit.
Fair enough.
So the P luminescence is a bacteria that's found inside nematodes, which nematodes hunt down insect larvae in the soil or on plant surfaces and then burrow into their bodies and take up residence in their blood vessels. So that's a nematode. So inside the nematode was the bacteria.
Dude, I never knew that. I just knew nematode from Doug, and Roger would always be like, they're monsters that live in the bog. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
The nematodes?
I don't remember that. I'm
man.
sad because I watched Doug a lot. I'll have to find some episodes.
Yes.
So when the nematodes have found a suitable larva host, they vomit up the bacteria that actually kills the host and all the surrounding microorganisms, which is important for their survival. So because the bacteria is vomited and kills everything around it, it also kills bad stuff, harmful stuff in the wounds. Mm-hmm. Oh, when the bacteria is vomited up, it also produces a slight glow. So that's when it starts glowing. So Bill, Jonathan, and Phyllis theorized that the chemical produced by the bacteria while eating the microorganisms most likely consumed other bacteria or pathogens that might have entered the wound, which lessened the likelihood of developing a deadly infection, thus increasing the survival rate of those lucky soldiers. Oddly enough, bacteria can't normally live in a warm environment like the human body, but those crazy kids looked at the condition of the battle and discovered that the nighttime temperatures on an April night in the swampy area by a river would have dropped low enough to cause hypothermia.
Oh my God.
So it was just perfect for the bacteria. So the Martins and Curtises studied P luminescence and the cause of Angel's glow, and that actually earned them first place in the 2001 Intel International Science and Engineering Fair.
Dude.
Right? So the moral of this story is angels don't exist, but you can still survive Civil War wounds with bacteria and a little bit of luck of the Irish, and that's my tie-in to St. Patrick's Day, because this is the episode. Also that it glows a little bit. So let me
Dude, that is too fucking cool.
now show you what it looks like.
That's so badass.
Right? A 15-year-old kid's like, hey mom, that's research that you're doing? I think that's this.
It's badass. That's like, I don't know if it's the same thing, but like when you go to the beach on certain nights and the shores glow because they have the bioluminescence.
What?
No. Have you not seen that?
No.
Really?
No.
Oh, dude, it's so fucking cool.
Crazy.
You can walk out on the beach here sometimes and see it. And if you step down, it like moves the sand a little bit and it'll like get brighter.
Cool. No,
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Oh, yeah.
We'll
That's
definitely have to do
awesome.
that this summer.
Yes.
Sweet.
Like I said, anything that fucking glows in the dark, I'm about. I have a glow in the dark bike.
What?
Yeah.
Really? That's awesome. That's crazy. I just realized I don't have my chapstick. Hold on. Oh. Hey guys, we're having a good old time doing the show, but we need your help getting out into the masses. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment wherever you like to find us, such as Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify. You can find us under It's All Gone Terribly Wrong. On Facebook, you can find us at Gone Wrong Podcast. You can tweet at us at IAGTW Podcast. You can find us on our Libsyn page at It's All Gone Terribly Wrong.libsyn, LIBSYN.com. And you can also find our Patreon page at patreon.com/It's All Gone Terribly Wrong. Again, share, please, like, please, subscribe, please, comment, please. Gracias, mi amor.
Yerp.
Okay, resume. Oh, Jordan.
Oh, Rebecca.
Hey, tell me a story.
Hey, yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. Mine ties into St. Patrick's Day
Cool.
because...
I asked you if you were, and you're like, I don't think so.
Well, the only reason it does is because it's about plants and they're green.
Oh, yay. I
Yeah.
did the color thing, too.
All right. Mine's actually pretty visual, too.
Cool.
Because y'all motherfuckers need to look at our social media more and subscribe to our YouTube and our Instagram.
Yes. But for me, I'll have Google handily.
Well, I have pictures, too.
Oh, sweet. Cool.
I mean, you can just... It might be easier if you Google it.
Okay.
Okay. So I did... Initially, it was weird plants, but then it's mostly dangerous plants, but they're weird plants.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a listicle.
Dangerous and weird.
Ish.
That's a bad combination in any organism. You never want a weird thing dangerous.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I guess you really don't want anything dangerous ever.
To be weird as well, because then it's unpredictable.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay, so we're already starting off really well.
All right. I feel like we need to eat the mic more.
Okay.
I'm sitting in a weird angle. Sorry. Hold on.
I know. We're going to get a new table this week. We're going to make it happen.
Yeah, we are. Okay. Is this working?
I don't know.
I feel like it is. All right.
Is it working for you?
It's working for me.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one is called the doll's eye or white baneberry. And it basically just looks like someone ripped an eyeball out of someone's face and even like the veins are hanging off of it.
Oh, that's gross. It does look like that.
And
That's weird.
They're the berries are actually like fairly poisonous.
Oh.
I don't know why the hell you would eat something that looked like an eyeball anyways,
Right.
though. But yeah, they're pretty neat looking.
It does. It well, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not a human's eyeball, but a goat's eyeball because it's square.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Mhm.
Nature, you're weird.
I know, right? Next one is Buddha's hand. And they just they look like big fat yellow fingers. And they're actually citrus. It's kind of described to taste like lemon. Like another thing they call it is lemon fingers.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I was just going to say, I'm like, they look like lemon fingers.
Yeah.
I
So
would
that
call
one's
it lemon.
not dangerous. I guess it's half and half.
It's not dangerous?
It's not dangerous. It's just weird.
I want to eat one.
Right? Is there a picture of the full trees?
Let me put tree.
They're pretty cool. I mean, if you could grow one of those in your backyard, that'd be pretty baller.
It looks like a citrus tree.
Yeah.
It looks like it would be an orange tree. Like if I purchased an orange tree at a what are they called? Really?
A nursery?
Nursery. I lost that word. Okay, so yes, at a nursery, and after a while it started blooming and this came out, I would be like, what the hell? What the hell? I think my tree was like zapped by radiation.
Right.
That's crazy looking. All right.
Next one is the octopus stinkhorn,
Great. That sounds like a winner.
or AKA devil's fingers. And it's a type of fungi. It smells really bad, but it's got these eggs like in the middle of it. And they're actually considered a delicacy in parts of China and Europe. They're pickled raw, and it's likened to like taste like radish. But the plant itself is crazy looking.
I finally got it pulled up. Yeah, it looks
It's like
wicked.
a red,
It looks really
crazy
wicked.
octopus.
Ugh.
Some of them look like they have like sticky stuff like on it.
Like this picture I'm looking at, it looks almost like the Little Shop of Horrors plant.
Yeah.
I mean, that looks
That one's,
crazy.
like just blooming. I don't know if that would be the right term, but yeah. All right, and then the next one is, have you heard of giant hogweed?
No, I've never heard of any of these.
So apparently it didn't originate in the States, but it got over here, unfortunately. It's an invasive plant, and it can grow practically anywhere.
Oh, they look like, wait, it looks like what is it called? Queen Anne lace or whatever, Queen Anne's lace.
Yeah, but it fucks you up.
Oh shit.
If you touch it, it can cause burning, scarring, and if you touch it on your fingers and then touch your eyes, it can even blind you.
Oh, they got it quarantined here.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit. See, oh no.
Oh no.
I would totally touch that.
I know, right? Because
it's pretty.
It's kind of pretty, yeah.
No.
And as far as the states go, it's documented to be in Virginia, Maine, Massachusetts, Vermont, Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Michigan, Illinois, Washington, and Oregon.
Wow.
Not Florida.
Not Florida. Go Florida, man.
Yeah, go Florida, man.
I'm seeing so many negative Florida posts on Facebook lately.
See.
I'm like, wow, people really hate Florida.
People just like to talk shit about it. When you know, one of the reasons why so much news comes out of Florida is because our laws don't protect like people's cases, like their public information, whereas in other states you can't like look it up.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, so that's why it seems like a bunch of shit's happening in Florida, but that's not necessarily the case.
Right.
I'll look into it more to like explain it better, but
cool.
Yeah. Okay. So the last one I did a little more, but you are probably familiar with this one. Have you heard of the corpse flower?
No.
Really? Okay. So it's native to Western Sumatra, Indonesia, and Western Java in the rainforests. It can reach up to 10 feet high.
Ooh, it's pretty.
It is pretty. During the bloom, the tip of it becomes like approximately human body temperature, which kind of attributes to the smell of it, which we'll get to in a second. And the fact that it heats up is believed to also like assist that it's like a living or like a dying creature, because it wants to attract carcass-eating insects because that helps pollinate it.
Oh, so it stinks really bad?
Yeah.
It smells like a rotting body?
That's why it's called a corpse flower.
Great.
So they actually make fruit, but you can't eat it.
I would not want to.
Right.
Honestly, it looks like a human could come out of it.
I know, right?
Like I'm just expecting it to bloom, like the pod to open and a humanoid to step out.
Right.
I've been cocooning. I
It's
wasn't
like,
dead. I didn't have a bell to ring to let you know I wasn't dead.
What is it? Was it a video game or something where the plants would like eat the people and then spit them back out? What am I thinking of?
I don't know. I don't play games.
I don't know if it was a game or a TV show. I don't know. I'm sure it's more than one thing that's done it.
Was it? Did that happen in Little Shop of Horrors? I don't remember if somebody got spit out or they just got eaten.
I feel like that might have even been a Beetlejuice thing. On
Oh,
the
yeah.
TV show.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Was
yeah,
it?
That's what you're thinking about. Because, but it was and that kind of does look like what this is. The sand monster or whatever it is.
Uh-huh.
And like, yeah, in the cartoon, Beetlejuice would be like getting eaten all the time and then spit back up.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's funny because I think the first time I heard about it was on NPR.
Ooh, good old. You know what? That's a good source for stories. Not everybody is able to keep up with NPR.
That's a very good
Self
point.
included.
I listen to it on my way to work every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's where I first found out about it. But it's a big deal. Like, people travel to go see this thing and like make a big deal out of it because it's grown in botanical gardens now. And apparently there's even like private collectors around the world, which I think is kind of hilarious. But
I like it.
so it's kind of a rare thing because it can take nearly a decade for it to bud and flower. And when it blooms, it only blooms for 24 to 36 hours.
Okay.
And that's when it smells. So people want to go see it bloom and smell. So there's only like 5 or a few more flowering events of it each year that people travel to. And last year, New York Botanical Gardens hosted a live stream of their flower blooming. So, like, if you couldn't make it or didn't want to smell it, then you could just watch it on TV.
Right. That's me. That's what I would like to do.
And then they did an analysis of, like, the chemicals that are released by the flower, like what items project the similar smells. It's a combination of Limburger cheese, rotting fish, sweaty socks, sweet floral, and feces.
Great.
Yeah.
What was the process to kind of define the smell and like use those terms?
Well, they actually broke down the chemicals, so it's the same chemicals that create the smells and those other things that I just listed.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Like that's somebody's job to
Right.
like I don't even know if I trust that. Like, how do you even really, how do you,
they share the same chemicals.
I guess that's a lot of work that somebody did. I hope it was worth it. When any idiot standing next to it could have said that. Sweaty gym socks.
Limburger cheese?
Limburger cheese. That's definitely Limburger.
I mean, I get the feces.
Definitely feces.
I guess a lot of people specifically describe it as just like really sweaty, gross socks.
Yeah, right?
Like, that's the main thing they say.
Ugh,
but it's supposed to also smell like death. I mean, that's why it's called the corpse flower.
I think because, like, okay, stinky socks come from people who generally have, like, athlete's foot and, like, don't know it, really. And athlete's foot is a bacteria that's slowly eating you. So you're corpsifying from your feet up. I mean,
yeah, and rotting fish, and then cheese is bacteria.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
And then shit. So.
And then shit is shit.
And then a sweet floral scent.
I'm just going to point out that it's all come back to shit.
Yes.
We might as well change the podcast name to
The Shit Show.
Why is that not a name for somebody's podcast?
I feel like it's got to be out there.
Shit Show podcast. I'm Googling it now. This is a shit show. If it's not, feel free to take that, whoever is listening.
Oh, I feel like we should have a shit show segment every episode of just like, I don't know. We're going to work on this.
I like it. I'm on board so far.
Toot toot. That was my train noise.
Was it?
Yep.
Sounded like a spaceship.
Toot toot.
Okay, so yeah. I was being sarcastic. So there is a shit show podcast, Player FM, SoundCloud.
Well, we're going to have a shit show segment, so.
They can't
The
make
SSS.
us not do it. Make us not do it. Campfire Shit Show.
Word.
They've got a Patreon, too. They're everywhere.
We're not here to promote other podcasts.
Shit Show. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. We do want to promote other podcasts. I would like
not ones that we haven't listened to.
Oh, you're right. That's a blind go there.
Yes.
I can't take responsibility for what happens when you leave this page.
Exactly.
This podcast page. Yep. And we finished a little early.
We did. Yeah, mine was short. I guess I could have elaborated, but
same. Mine was short too. There wasn't much more to add to it. I mean, I could have given you the background,
so
the history,
cool,
the whole war. So
I
previous
love
to the
it.
Battle of Shiloh, the Union forces were marching down towards. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
Oh, I was ready.
No way. I wasn't going to backtrack that far. Yeah. Well, we'll take this opportunity to remind you. I'm sure we're going to have some ads in here, but again, please subscribe to our YouTube and our Patreon if you can. $5 a month gives you extra content. We'll have stuff going on. We're going to advertise on social media this week what our big event for March is.
Yep. Hello. We want to take a minute to remind everyone that we are always looking for musicians to feature in our episodes. Send us an MP3 of one of your tracks to itsallgoneterriblywrong@gmail.com, along with any upcoming shows and additional information you'd like us to promote. We will never give you up, let you down, or desert you.
I don't know. Are you doing anything for St. Patrick's Day?
I think I said this last episode. St. Patrick's Day used to be like my favorite holiday.
And now you hate it.
I don't hate it. I just don't drink like that anymore. Especially now that my stomach's been fucked up.
Right. I mean, you don't have to get wasted just because it's St. Patrick's Day, but celebrating to a lesser degree, I guess.
That doesn't happen. What day is it on?
I think it's the 17th, which this
year
I know that, but
it's
usually
like
a Sunday.
Preemptive birthday celebration for me, I guess.
Right. So actually, when this episode comes out, it'll be the night before the next episode.
That's fine.
So a whole week from today / when this episode comes out.
Yes.
You have a whole week to think about it.
To think about what? Oh, if I want to celebrate it or not?
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
Okay.
It used to be fun. Yeah, because it was like a preemptive birthday thing. So I would, like, a bunch of people would go out together. Like, I have a picture from like a progression of 5 years of just like a huge group of people like celebrating
every year for 5 years. That's crazy. And now, no. Over it. That's what the 30s do to you.
Dude, it's a bummer.
It really is. You're
I don't even have kids
and
I don't do shit anymore.
Well, it's never too late to start, I guess, if you want to.
Don't you ever put that evil on me.
I didn't mean kids. I meant doing stuff. Jeez.
I'm already catching my cat's like vomit. I don't need children.
Great practice.
Yeah.
For catching kid vomit. Or you could do what my ex-sister-in-law used to do and just walk away from it.
What?
Like, especially if it's in a store or like a David's Bridal.
Oh no.
I didn't see anything. We're walking away now.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Winner, chicken dinner. Yay. All right. Well, thanks for joining us today. And
we do have a band.
Oh, yay. Hallelujah.
They are not like that at all.
Just kidding. No, I was saying hallelujah. We got a band.
Indeed.
Boom, 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 boom. I'm just going to kill it. Just keep going until I kill it.
Don't kill it.
Smash it into the ground.
We're only on 19.
Got a whole... I'm going to go to 100 at least.
Just you?
No. I said I want to go to... I want to go to 100. Not just me, but that's what I want.
No, I would love that. Okay. A dear friend of mine, John Schreiber, who is a fantastic vocalist and has been in a bunch of local bands around Pensacola, so you are probably familiar with him. He's in a new band called Finsterness, and they're from the Gulf Coast. They're a black metal band made up of ex-members of Oracle, Rainey's Revenge, and Curse the Flesh. If you've heard any of their bands, they're fucking badass. So they're inspired by the likes of Dissection, Goat Whore, and Black Dahlia Murder, which are also all fucking fantastic. The song that we're about to play by them is... Where the fuck is it at?
I love that title. Where the fuck is that?
Where the fuck is that?
It's such a metal name.
Well, shitballs. Hold on. I thought I was all ready for this.
You were very close.
I know.
I crashed into the mic. Yay!
Oh, it's not even.
It's a preview. They don't even have the title on there?
No, god damn it, John. You're making my life more difficult.
That's fun. Don't tell me how to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade.
Okay, yeah, they don't sound like that at all.
Definitely not that.
Finsterness, and the song is A Certain Kind of Hate. But before we play that really quick, like, if you guys want to go see them live, they're doing a show April 28th, so we'll promote this again. And it's called, the show's a Spring Splosion Fest.
Explosion.
Yes.
Everybody likes a good explosion.
So, oh wait, this is in Pensacola.
I was going to ask, where the hell is this?
This Whiskey Runners.
Whiskey Runners.
And
I feel like that was familiar.
Last episode we had heard of a
It was another place that
bar we hadn't heard of. I mean,
was it the same one?
All sorts of stuff. No, it was like
Whiskey. Whiskey Runners.
Whiskey Runners Saloon.
Nightclub closed. Oh, it's on 9 Mile.
Okay.
East 9 Mile.
All right. So they're going to be there. The tickets are $10. There's going to be raffle giveaways. The other bands playing are Outlast the End, Pardon the Scars, Worthy of the Crown, The Helvicta Effect, and Gone with the Flesh. So keep that in mind, and we'll talk about it again. Until then, here is Finstress with A Certain Kind of Hate. And until next time,
It All Goes Terribly Wrong.
I'm Jordan Stock.
And I'm Rebecca Carlson.
And we're
sorry.
So sorry. Toot toot.